What's going on, everybody out there? This is Nick from House of Paint 203, bringing you the third and final installment of the Flesh Golem series. This marks This marks the fourth and final construct from the Monsters Manual. We began with the Stone Golem. We moved on to the Clay Golem. We moved on from there to the Iron Golem. And now we are finishing up with the Flesh Golem. This one is a fun one. We have base coated him. We have washed him. And now it's time to apply some highlights as well as finish up the base that he is standing on. So, without further ado, let's jump in. You can go back in and pick out these larger areas. Again, like I said, I'm just picking out the larger portions because the smaller portions I'm actually going to go in and dry brush. Applied too much. Hopefully it doesn't look like hopefully it doesn't look bad. Forearm. Alright, so the heavy skin tone rosy skin combo highlight is dry, so I'm gonna go in actually with ruddy skin as a highlight on the violet ink portion. Here we are so far. Coming along. This is a tough miniature. It is a small. It's significantly smaller than the other constructs in the series. So we'll just wait for that to dry and get in here with that dry brush. All right, here we go with the dry brush. We're gonna get that part of the arm, the upper left-hand side of the arm. So I've loaded my brush with ruddy skin, and now I'm getting a lot of it off. In fact, I'm getting most of it off, because all you want, like I said, just a whisper of paint residue. All right, so here is the section that I'm talking about. And we'll go against the grain very lightly and see if I can't pick it out with the skin. Actually, I can. That dry brush looks like it has done the trick. His hand as well. Pick out those fingers. Now I'm gonna play with fire. We'll see if I can't go in and hit this face with the heavy skin tone highlight that I was using. Here on the face. All right. I think we're ready to move on to the loincloth. For the loincloth, I'm going to actually be using a highlight of leather brown, which is also from Vallejo Game Color. Okay, I'm going to load up the dry brush only to unload it pretty much entirely. And we'll see, I'm going to start on the back. The leather is working pretty nicely to pick out these upper folds. I actually like that a lot. I'm gonna go in here with fair skin. Using my Psycho brush, I'm just gonna do some little pop highlights, I guess, on his chest. Part of his leg. Gonna do the same thing on the rosy skin side using Pixie Dust Pink. Actually, I don't really think I need to do anything with the eyes. I got that kind of eye effect going up there. Might just try to duplicate it on the other side. I was going to try to create a kind of like a raw skin effect, but I might just leave well enough alone and call this guy close to done. I do want to go back over him with a little bit of a glaze on the heavy skin tone side. For a glaze, you just heavily dilute your the color that you want. In this case, I'm using heavy skin tone exclusively, so I'm heavily diluting it, making it very watery. I use that when there are kind of harsh transitions in the color schemes that I notice with my miniatures. The highlights will still show through, they just won't be as like in your face. All right, so the wash is dried. I'm satisfied with it so far. I'm gonna work on that ground, that base, and then we'll be ready to call this one. So for the base, I'm using Beastie Brown, which is another Vallejo Game Color product. On the base with a brown wash, this is from the Army Painter, and then we'll follow that up with a highlight. All right, the final leg of our journey is about to begin as we just look here for a highlight for the base of our Flesh Golem, and for that I'm going to actually go with Otyug Brown by Army Painter, and I apologize if I have butchered the name. I probably have. So that is going to be the highlight for us. Was a little nervous about this dude as we were going with it, but I'm actually accepting of the way that it came out. We shall see how this looks when applied. I am ready to call him Finito Benito. We are done with our Construct series, having finished the fourth of the 4 golems featured in the Monster Manual. This has been House of Paint 203. Be sure to smite like, slam subscribe. Thank you as always for watching. Information on how to follow me on all of my social media platforms are immediately following the video, and immediately following that, information on how to follow our special friend of the show, Dominic Marriott. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.